friends. So tonight's project video, let me get in my chair. It's just more of I want to be a little informative. So did you know that close to my heart's cardstock is white core instead of solid core? And maybe you don't even know what that means. So I went through my scrap bin and there's a lot of stuff in there, but this is, I don't even know where it came from. It is a solid core cardstock. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's no white there. So if I was to tear this, you still are going to have black all the way through. And I'm hoping you're seeing this. Where opposed to our cardstock, where you can see there's a white rim in there. So if I tear it, you get that white edge. Okay, so that's the difference in solid core versus white core. So what we're going to do today is going to take advantage of the white core. So I want to I'm making thank you cards. I make a lot of thank you cards. And so every time somebody places an order with me, whether it's in person or online, they get a handmade card. So I make a lot of cards. And I just happen to be making actual thank you cards today. They're not always all thank you cards. It's just something, I use one of the products and I make cards and I send them things and hopefully it teaches them a new technique. But anyway, today I'm using an embossing folder and I don't think it's even available anymore, but you could do this with any embossing folder. And I've cut some of our evergreen cardstock, and again, white core. And I'm going to just stick it in the embossing folder. And I'm using, that looks like a tree, because I like that look. Get rid of my magnetic mat for a second. And I'm going to just run this through my Cuttlebug. And so when I do that, it's going to take advantage of that white core. And you're going to see what that did. So now the white core is roughed up and it's showing as a texture on to that cardstock. So I like that look. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to set that aside. And the other thing that we're going to do is I have a piece of white cardstock and one of these thin cut dies. And this one says a big thank you. It is still available on our website. It is item number Z like zebra 4174 and it is $21.95. So I'm going to put that down on my magnetic mat, which is very, very well used. But it still works. And I'm going to put my white cardstock on top of it, and I'm going to put a plate on top of that. I'm going to open up my Cuttlebug, and I'm going to run that through, and yes, the creaking is totally normal and fine. So I can put my Cuttlebug away. And you can use these dies in a Big Shot or close to my heart. We actually also have a die cut machine, and hostesses can purchase those when you have a qualifying party. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know and I will be happy to help you. So I'm going to take that off of there. We're all done. And I need to find my poker. So then I'm just going to poke all the negative pieces out. Toothbrush works. I use my Cricut tool. I think it's Sizzix makes one as well, but my little pokey thing works just fine. And then I just poke it in the corner to get this out. And I'm going to gently remove it from the die and get rid of the trash. And I like that look. I mean, I could have easily just put a plain piece of cardstock behind this, but I like the texture, I like the feel. I just like how that looks. So the next thing we're going to do is I gotta grab my glue. Sorry. Didn't grab that before we started. And a card base. Now I use the Close to My Heart card bases. Those are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. They come in a pack of, I don't know, quite a bit. 50. They come in a pack of 50. And I use them all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the art glitter glue. This is my favorite glue. It is so easy to use. And I'm going to just go around the edges so that this will lay flat. And then I'm just going to come in and put some on the inside pieces so that it doesn't bubble up too much. I don't want it to be totally flat because I do like the look of it lifting a little bit in some places. Personal preference. Okay, and it's okay if you get sloppy with it because it does dry perfectly clear. And then I'm just going to put it on to my little front here. And this card, it looks like you spent a whole bunch of time, and it took no time. I'm going to take some tape burner. Give me just a second. There's someone knocking at my door. Okay, so that was actually kind of funny. Right before I started this video, my daughter was here, and my husband was up at the neighbor's, and Bailey left and locked the door, and he didn't have a key, so I had to go let him in. So I just covered the back with some adhesive and put it on the front. And that is it. That is my card tonight. And it's, like I said, it's super easy. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I think it has a really good effect. And you know what else you could do? You could take, mine are over there, one of our shimmer pins and add a touch of glitter to it if you want to add that little embellishment too. And they're just a brush, and you would just brush them on. Mine are not put away from my crop last weekend, so they're not over here, but that's something else you could do as well. And I hope you like it. I will put links to everything I used that is still available, because like I said, this embossing folder is no longer available from Close to My Heart, but we have other ones. So I will link to our embossing folder page. I will link to this die, as well as our cardstocks and the Amazon link on where I buy this art glitter glue, because this is my favorite. I can't say enough about it. And if you like this video and want to be notified every week when I post a new project video, please click the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Facebook. My new, well, it's not new, but we had to change our name because we're no longer consultants. We're called makers. So my Facebook page is Lori Cooch, Close to My Heart Maker, Independent Close to My, I don't know, you'll find me. And then I'm also on Instagram under Tori B, which is Toribe, like boy. So I hope you will find me and follow me. And oh, another thing, if there's a project or a technique that you want to know more about, please, please, please reach out to me. I'm happy to show it to you, or if I'm not familiar with it, I will learn it and make a video for you. So just let me know what you want to learn. I'll be happy to learn it and teach it and answer any questions that you have. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next week.